Hello everybody, this is Minnie back. This right here is for Meekum. He's also known as the Busted Knuckle Garage. Here in front of you, and this right here, the build is for Rob over there at the Busted Knuckle Garage. And the video is also for the CT response of getting a video out there, letting him know that we're all still good. And I have been building. I've been doing a few other things for other people right now. So I kind of really haven't done a whole lot for myself or for my channel. So here's what we have today is Rob had been posting his videos. I had asked Rob, I would love to be able to paint one of those up sometimes, and I just threw it out there that if he would let me build one of his Grand Prix for him, that I would do it free of charge. I just have always wanted to build one. I can't afford them. And Rob had took me up on that offer, and he sent me this 72 Grand Prix promo that you guys see in front of you, and I told him I would build it as if I was to keep it and show it if it was my own. So I posted pictures up on Facebook because it was easier for me to stay up to date on Facebook, but I took his promo and I made a full detailed kit out of it. You guys can go see that on my page. It's been my decal. I'm not happy with the decal. I was going to try to re-clear it, but I'm out of clear. It lifted a little bit. You can see it a little bit in that thing, but it's not bad. It's really shiny. It's really clear, but it lifted just a little bit around the edge. I hope Rob is happy with it, but other than that, it all came out really good. I put a motor in it. It's got aluminum exhaust tips. I took away all the pinholes where the screws would go in for the promo. Added a new gas tank. Added all the new frame rails all around here. It's does got a motor, aluminum drive shaft, custom spoke wheels that I made using some Pegasus wheels and some AMT 70 Impala wheels. The interior was all flocked. It's got seat belts, steering blinker arm. I put in there a lowrider magazine on the dash. I put one of my Mini Dreams plaques in it. Since I have like a graveyard scene on the decal itself, I put Killer license plate on it. You open up the trunk. The trunk, I painted underneath the trunk, and all that is painted. It's got one Kicker Solar Barrack subwoofer in there. It's got the pump with all the lines and the dumps, and it's not set up for like one of them radical hoppers. The way I have this set up would be back in the day when we just would lift our cars and lower our cars or take them side to side like that. This really wasn't a setup for the 3-wheel motion or anything like this. This right here is basically like an early show car, you know, but it's been patterned out. I ran the pattern through the jam. I put all this jam in there for him. It is flocked. It does have amps. It has all the batteries. I widen all the wheel wells throughout. I let that focus in there. Put the reverse lights in there. The trunk hinges and closes. The pattern, it's got all the pinstripe is done with the brush, hand brush. So I tried to do that in there. The vinyl top is it's a flat suede filling thing. There's that. Now there's the front end. I didn't open up his headlights because I do not see if it will focus. I wanted to open them up, but with this kit being so rare, and I tried to contact Model House, because if I rent these, I'd want to be able to replace them. Most of these kits out there that you can buy in a kit are the Superfly or the Sweat Hog, and their headlights are great, big, and huge, and I don't, I can't find these in separate pieces. So these right here were just really cleaned up. They were cleaned up. You push right here like that, and the hood pops up. So right there, the hood will stay shut, but then you push on the bottom part of the chassis, Rob, and it pops the hood up. And then I can pull that like that, and then I, even though it was a promo, I made a firewall, added radiator. The battery is all, got the battery tied down. It's like an, let's see, got all the wires in there, brake booster, all the hydraulic cylinders with the hard line. Motor was all wired. Here's all the braided hoses, photo etch, radiator cap, throttle return spring, throttle cable. I love these carburetors. The carburetors that I use, guys, they're the ProTech. They're going to be the ProTech PT MC67s, and I buy these, like, I got like 20 of them. They're $3 a piece. They're $3 a piece, $2.50, $3 a pin on where you get them. They make great, they add lots of great detail. The oil breather cap is a watch part. I got watch parts on the pump. The paint goes underneath the hood. I made all that firewall. Made all that. You can see I made the inner fenders. It was just really nice. I wanted to do one of these. Again, I want to thank Robert for letting me do this build. Holler at CT. Thanks for keeping the community, I guess, moving by asking your questions and having us request us to make a video just to keep on top. I watched everybody else's videos. Today, Patrick was kind enough to build a model based on the things he's seen off my channel. That shows that what we do in the community is reaching out to other modelers. You guys seen the video of Jimmy. I sent him a gift. I got some gifts going out to a few of you other subscribers. I don't ask for nothing in return from any of you guys. Like I told Robert that I wanted to build one of these Grand Prix. I wanted to build a Bonneville. I want to build the Johan Rebel, the MPC or AMT Valiant, the 64s. There's a lot of kits out there that I want to build that I can't afford to build, but Robert was kind enough to say, hey, look, I want something like that in my collection, and I kind of told him what I would do for it before I left. I told him that I wanted to make it green. That I wanted to make it a lowrider. All he asked is that I didn't paint it pink. And I chose green because the car came like a greenish brown color as a promo. I think I surprised Robert a little bit by cutting it open, but it's what I would have done even if it was my own. I have the skills and the know-how to build it. Now, I don't want to sound conceited or anything, but I wasn't afraid of taking a $200 promo and cutting it up because I knew my vision of it. I didn't just go out there and run a $200 kit. I had a vision of it. I built these enough over the years that I was confident in me to do it. I hope, Robert, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you will share this and enjoy this as much as I enjoy doing it for you. Guys, when I send you guys gifts, or like in Robert's case, I do it because I love the hobby. I do it because I want to share. You guys are no way obligated ever to think you have to do something special for me or have to be someone special to get something from me. It's just every now and then I have a thought. I'd act on my thoughts. So it's not, I don't want to play favorites. I know that there's been some videos posted up or comments made that some of us are favorites to one another, or we enjoy somebody more than anybody else. I'll tell you what, I enjoy the hobby. I enjoy the hobbyist. What I do not enjoy is people thinking that they're self-entitled to anything, and when I decide to give a gift to someone, I do it out of the kindness and out of my mindset that I have on there. I'm not doing it because I want somebody else to be out there with more than someone else. I share and build how I want to and when I want to. I got a couple projects going on with like Gary Ruby and stuff like that, and it's not that we're best of buddies, and I chose him to do a build together, and I've chosen you guys here and there to do gifts for and with and whatnot. Plays with trucks. I contacted him several months ago because I had Kel Gaither had requested a kit for me. I didn't have that kit, so I put an offer out there, and James Plays with Trucks stepped up and he took care of Kel Gaither, and that's the kind of community that I want. What started out as me wanting a set of spare decals led into me getting a full sheet of decals that led Kel into getting the kit he wanted, and I sent Plays with Trucks a kit that he had mentioned that he had wanted. So we need to be with each other and not for ourselves, if you guys can understand what I'm saying. There's a situation going on Facebook where some people are just out there, gimme, 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 gimme. And I know I posted a lot of times in some other videos, it's like, man, I need that, or man, I want that. But when I'm talking like that, I mean, that's something that I would enjoy to do. And with that, Robert let me do that for him. So this is, I don't want to bore nobody. I don't want to start no BS with anybody. It's just, I've been messaged, and it's came up before, and on other people's videos. When you reach out to somebody, you're reaching out for friendship, you're reaching out for community support. It's not to the one with the most wins. You know what I'm trying to say? So I kind of wrapped this video up into a bench update, to CD, to CT, speed shop response, and to also a mini dreams let's be real. So on the real end of it, it is a shame that some of our hobby it's turned into mooching and handouts. And that's why I enjoy seeing somebody opening up the gifts I seen, because these are unexpected gifts. Nobody was like begging you for it. Nobody is like, hey, I thought you was going to send me this. Hey, I thought you was going to send me this. Hey, I thought you was going to send me this. Or when you don't get something, you have to respond like, you've been bullshitted or lied to. I got a young man that I told him I was going to try to send him something, and then when I didn't send it to him, I was called a liar and a thief, and I don't do that. There's sometimes that I offer people stuff. Me and Tim Hensley, we had talked about some Mustang kits, and when I told him that at this point I forgot that I was going to use those Mustangs for anything, Tim says, I understand, don't worry about it. There's some of us that are understanding, and there's some of us that are just, and then when they're kids, when they're young kids, it's kind of hard to get them to see the standards in it. But alright guys, this video has been long enough. Robert, this will be shipped back to you as soon as I get your response back for your address. I lost your box for some reason. I don't know what I did with it, but I will have this packed up and on its way to you today, hopefully. Today being Wednesday the 26th, I think it is. But anyway, for the most part, guys, this is my bench update. You see I have stuff in the background. I'm always got something in the background. I came across me and my wife went to dinner, and they was going to throw this bottle away, and I had to pick it up because it has a nice looking engraving D in there, so I had to put that up there. And then I found an old picture way back in the day. I've been Mini Dreams since 1990. So this right here is an old picture of when I would go to a show we used to go to, and that was my original club, the Soul Survivors. We've been posted up in Lowrider Bicycle magazine a few times, and in this picture here, all those builds except for the two middle ones, all those were mine, and that's how I would show when I was younger. I go all out or I don't go at all. So this is what I have been doing. I've been building, you know, for 35 years, so my passion might be a little different than others, but I'm glad to see everybody else making their videos. Just pray for each other. Keep each other in your minds. Look out for one another, but there's a point where looking out turns into support, and you know, we shouldn't have to support anybody. We should just be, you know, encouraging people. And I do also want to shout out if anybody hears from Saul, tell him I'm thinking about him. We miss him, and I've tried to contact him. I know James would play with his trucks has tried to contact him. We hope you're doing good, Saul, little Saul, the whole family over there at Gordo Garage. We miss you. Like CT said, you guys keep your videos coming, so that way we know the community's still out there. Even if you're not building, let us know where you're at and how your summer's been going, and you know, and all that stuff, because we all need to just be there for one another when we need to. So you guys have a good one. Be careful. Keep building. Later.